Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today, I think I'm gonna release kind of like one video similar slash about the beta of Path of Exile every day until the beta actually comes out. I think that's pretty fair. There's a decent amount of stuff to talk about, like a lot of the uniques, kind of the concept of the jewels on how they work, maybe the meta of summoners changing, talking about the golems. There's a bunch of stuff to talk about. So I'd like to release probably about a video here every day, talking about some stuff. But what I want to talk about today is kind of the way the beta is gonna work and the way kind of they send out their invitations and how I kind of agree about all of this. So first off, just note that as a streamer, for those of you guys who know me, you'll understand that I'm a very fair person. I put myself in everyone's shoes. I don't put my dick on a pedestal and say, I'm a streamer, give me access, I want to fuck all the bitches. That's not how it works. I was, at one point in time, and still am, a little person who doesn't have a stream, and that's it. I'm the same person. Nothing has fucking changed. I'm still fat. So anyway, let's scroll down. Beta is going to be starting, we know this, on April 20th, 3 p.m. Pacific time. The beta is set to last from 6 to 8 weeks. It could go earlier, it could go longer depending on the testing done. As to how you sign up, you just click on the beta sign up page on the Beast. Rather than adding people in frequent waves, we will be adding steadily using the infamous beta key timer, where every 5 minutes a key will be thrown out. How do I know if I'm selected? Once you've been selected, you receive an email and a PM on the site. Is the closed beta a separate game client? Yes, you log in with the same account and password though. I'm a Steam user. How do I play? We're still working on the details. We'll update this post once it works, or once we know it works. Why run a closed beta? Why not let everybody in? We need the ability to get fresh impressions, clean feedback, and data from sets of users who haven't yet played The Awakening. By staggering entry into the closed beta, we can ensure that there are always new users who can get good data from. That way we have fewer users when we need general impressions and more users when we need detailed, balanced feedback. Controlling the population of the closed beta allows us to test various systems in a precise way. In addition, the beta content is likely to be incomplete and buggy. We'd rather have most people join in later when it's closer to release. Are certain accounts more likely to get in than others? All accounts have an equal chance of being selected. Can I sign up with multiple accounts to increase my chance of getting in? No, you're stupid. Can I share my closed beta account with someone else or with other people? No, you're stupid. Can you give me a beta key, please? No, you're stupid. I'm a popular streamer. Can I get access? And this is what I'm going to talk about here very soon, actually. Possibly, our community manager Bex will reach out to some streamers over time and will invite them into the beta. If you have a lot of channel views, more than 1 million, then you can get in touch with her. So there's a bunch of other things, and I will link this in the description down below. As you can see, it's a separate thing from the client, and yeah, it's got many wipes in it as stated here, and your characters will not carry over because it's a closed beta for testing. So things I want to talk about here, because a lot of people are really pissed off about this. A lot of people are really upset, and I'm actually a lot in favor of Ziggy. If you guys have heard kind of like his thoughts on it. So there's a part where I understand where people are pissed off, and there's a part where I will never understand where people are pissed off. So the way this was announced is it was totally random. We had no clue this was happening. They just all of a sudden were just like, hey guys, here you go, countdown timer into a beta. I didn't like that. I was a little upset about that. I think that if they were going to introduce a beta, they should have told us beforehand, maybe a couple months, and told us what the scenario was. Of course, it's they have their own reasons for stuff. So it's just my opinion on it, because then we wouldn't have been so hyped and then let down at the same time that it's a beta. So I totally agree with them doing a closed beta and not an open beta, because if you do an open beta, then everybody will go play the game because they want to play new shit, but then nobody will play the release because they're all burnt out already. And this happens with a lot of people. You don't want that happening. You want your community to actually grow. Do people have an advantage because they're playing the beta? Sure. Does it really matter 100%? Not really. I mean, you have access to all the information. You can watch, if you choose to, you can watch the streams, you can watch the YouTube posts or the videos, you can, read about all Reddit on what's going to happen. So, I mean, what advantage do we get? Like, are you competing for 100 with us? Are you trying to be #1 richest person? Like, what is the goal of that? It just seems like people just want to get into the beta to play the game, which is, it's not how it was. Back in the day, You know, I used to play Warcraft 3 18 hours a day, and I would beta test games left and right because you want to see the game grow. You know, you want to make sure that when you play Forlorn ORPG and you use, you know, Zealots on your knight, you don't heal 60k HP a second. You want to make sure that the game is actually balanced. And a lot of people disregard that and don't understand. They think even streamers don't care about that. So I'm going to tell you a little thing about streamers as to what they do. We're kind of like bees, all right? Even if a streamer is playing the game for fun, let's evaluate what happens here. So said streamer plays closed beta. Said streamer has 50 viewers, all right? With 50 viewers, he's playing the game. Say he's not even trying to test. Other people are watching it because they want to see, and they're picking up feedback. They can easily and probably will message GG about stuff. If a streamer doesn't notice something that someone else does, that's another way a bug is found. So just having a streamer stream the game, sure, where people say it might be stupid, it might be unfair, etc. I mean, get a hold of yourself. It's a fucking beta. Like, of course, we're all excited to play it. It's a beta. Like, it's not like it's anything. Like, that's all it is. I don't understand why people are so, like, I've literally gotten hate mail in my message when I didn't even know the beta was being released. Like, people were messaging me about it, like, saying, like, look at you stuck-up cocky asshole. You're getting beta access because you streamed the game. I'm just like, what are you so mad about? You know? Like, if you want to stream the game and answer at Zeri questions for 100 hours, go for it. But, like, it's just a little beta. The game is not made to be played. It's made to be tested. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. You know, I go in, like, what if I... Orders of the Frozen Sky, nerfed. You know, a couple other things have gotten nerfed because I've pointed them out. And that's what I like to do. It's fun finding this stuff out. Also, if you date the game all the way back, I'm going to give you an example of why having a beta is really cool. So if you date this all the way back to, like, Domination, where Shrines were, in Domination, there was a bug, well, not a bug, there were these things called Thorn Shrines, and they would pretty much insta-kill your character because it's a bunch of mobs surrounded by a really strong Reflect, and you would pretty much one-shot yourself. They are removed and never heard of, and no one ever knows whatever happened to them. In Nemesis, there was Camouflage Predator, which was a mob that had, like, phase acro and acro, and would just dodge, like, 90% of your attacks. It was removed and never to be heard of ever again. Invasion made, like, 90% of the player base quit because it was too, quote-unquote, imbalanced, and people didn't even come back to revisit the game because the game was just too imbalanced. Moving on, we have Beyond, where you would have mobs that would spawn with life regen, with double life regen, with built-in resistances, and unless you have, like, actual starter gear, you actually physically could not kill them, like, day one. It was not possible. And then you have, what came after that? You have Orders of the Frozen Sky that came out that would just insta-give people at high-end maps. Insta-give. All of these things could have been fixed with a solution of a beta. So you see, GG's put in a situation where no matter what they do, they're going to get bitched at. And this is how the internet works. I know, I work on the internet. If you pose a solution, you get bitched at. If you don't pose a solution, you get bitched at for not posing the solution. And, you know, it's they want to just take a different approach for once, especially with something at the magnitude of this big. You have item filters, no desync. Like, just those two alone, that's huge. Item filter, no more desync with lockstep mode, 9 bosses or some shit, like 50 uniques. Like, there's a lot of stuff to be tested. A whole new act. Could you imagine if these little bugs slipped through with, like, Beyond and etc. Like the catastrophe that could happen if it was released now and, like, fucking you just walk into the town and die because there's a bug. Like, you don't want that shit happening. Whereas this is what the average Joe would say, though. But Pohx, dying to a bug means I can still play the game. It's just people really don't understand, like, how testing works these days. And it's really a shame sometimes because it's those people that are narrow-minded that will never see past their own flaws. It's just a silly thing. And you know, I hope this video might come to help people realize, like, it's testing. It's not playing the game. Do you have fun while you're doing it? Yes. But you want to help improve the game. So, you know, of course I want to hear you guys' feedback on this. You guys let me know. Of course I am a little tired because I just woke up and I have a lot less patience when I just wake up. So, hope you guys enjoyed yourself. This thread will be linked right in the description down below. Remember, if you want to see it as well, you can just go to pathofexile.com, and it is right here, closed beta FAQ for Path of Exile: The Awakening. So you can check it out right here. So hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I hope to see you guys on the stream today and in the future. But if not, anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful time. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. And I'm gonna go jump in a hot tub. So take care, everybody.